So hi everyone, my name is Eder and welcome to another Project Wesker video. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down Welcome to Raccoon City's Nightmare trailer. And I gotta say, this trailer's pretty awesome. We got a lot of new shots. But of course, right before we get started, I just want to say to avoid being repetitive, every time I see a scene that we've already reacted to in a previous video, I'll just state that and skip, unless that scene offers anything new to add. And I'll also leave a tag on the top right of the video so you guys can see my previous trailer breakdown video of Welcome to Raccoon City. And also, if this is your first time here, consider subscribing because I post about everything that has to do about Resident Evil every single week. Also, if there's any newer information that releases, and that can be in the form of a trailer or an interview, I'll actually leave a link to that updated video down in the description and in the comments. So you guys can always come back to this video and check for updates on the latest news for Welcome to Raccoon City. And the last thing I wanted to say, and this is something I've stated in my previous videos, and so this is more for new viewers, is that I know that there's a ton of negativity surrounding the movie. I know a lot of fans are upset about the director changing things, like smaller changes to the characters, look and hair, or even bigger changes like combining the first two games into one story. But I want you guys to know that I won't be nitpicking for a lot of those details. My mentality going into this movie is it's probably not going to be perfect, but hopefully it's better than the Paul W.S. Anderson movies, since us Resident Evil fans have gotten burned quite badly with those movies. So I understand why people are quick to judge the movie, but on the other hand, am going into this movie being cautiously optimistic. And to be honest, I'm quite excited. And also, my previous character trailer, a lot of people also let me know that the reason that there were so many dislikes on the Resident Evil trailers was due to Spider-Man fans being upset that there wasn't a release of a Spider-Man trailer. And you know what, I gotta say, I gotta believe it, because when you do look at Sony's homepage on YouTube, you do see that the only videos that are doing well with like to dislike ratio is Morbius that just got released. So Spider-Man fans totally need to chill out. But in any case, let's get started with this awesome new trailer. So the first scene we see is a swing set, and I'm assuming that this is in the orphanage, since we did get a lot of new images on this trailer about the orphanage. Yeah, next shot we see Raccoon City Orphanage. Alright, the next shot we see what looks to be Sherry. She's playing around, and this is that same scene where we actually reacted to previously, but we've never seen this angle. And the scene that I'm referring to is that scene where Claire is standing right next to Leon and right next to Lisa Trevor. It looks like it's the same room, it's just in that corner on the left. Yeah, we see on the left here that says learning shapes. On the right, yeah, just a bunch of random toys, I guess, for children. You know, the learning shape signs is actually reminding me of that puzzle in Resident Evil 2 Remake when you have to do that puzzle real quick and get out of the room that Chief Irons closes you in. Anyways, the next shot we see some creepy looking dolls. Oh, in this shot, now this is interesting. I was just talking about a puzzle in Resident Evil 2 Remake, and dude, this doll is from that. Yeah, wait a second, let me check real quick. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the same doll. Yeah, that's the stuffed doll that has the, I don't know if he had scissors. No. I think you had to cut open. You had to cut him up in the back, and then after you had to pull out like a puzzle box. That's what it was. Yeah, that's so cool. I like it when they do stuff like that. There's so much small details in this game. I'm gonna have a blast looking for Easter eggs when I watch this movie. It's gonna be ridiculous. Anyways, let's move on. Now in this next shot, we do see what looks to be Lisa Trevor, and she's hiding in a tent. And if we go back, yeah, this is the same tent that we saw in the initial shot of Sherry in the orphanage. So this is a continuation shot of her approaching the tent and I guess talking to Lisa Trevor. Yep, this is the other side or another angle of what we just saw with Sherry, so that confirms it. Yeah, Sherry's opening the tent, and yeah, sure enough, yeah, that is Lisa Trevor, so my suspicions were correct. Next we see a shot of, yeah, it looks like Sherry's just closing her eyes. I don't know what's happening here. This looks like it's in a different area, if I'm being honest. We see Lisa Trevor, and in the back it looks like we see beds, so this still looks like the orphanage. And she grabs Sherry by the face with her bloody hands and her dead fingers. Now that's horrifying for a little kid. that's traumatizing. Anyways, next shot. Yeah, okay, so we've already seen this shot with the STARS members entering the mansion. Yeah, we already seen that shot with Claire and Leon and what looks to be in a basement. Yeah, there's another shot of Chris in the mansion. Now here, this is interesting. We see that reporter that we saw in the initial trailers that actually warns Claire about the conspiracy that happens in Raccoon City. This is, I always forget this guy's name. His name is Paul something or something Italian, I don't know. I have to confirm with that, but anyways, it doesn't matter. He's not a huge character. I guess in this shot they're recreating that same scene of Leon in the underground parking garage in RPD, and in that shot he does get killed by Mr. X. So I wonder if Mr. X was the one that killed them, or maybe he just died by a normal zombie, because because we haven't seen any footage to suggest that Mr. X is going to be in this movie, but who knows, I might be wrong, right? But hey, I'm open to be surprised. Next shot, yeah, okay, so here it looks like, yeah, we're seeing prison bars. So this leads me to believe, since we just saw the reporter dying in what looks to be that jail scene that they're recreating in the underground parking of RPD, it looks like this zombie is, yeah, this is probably the same shot of where you go and see, you follow Eder, or where you go into that long corridor of jail cells. And so that zombie's probably just, yeah, sitting right there. Next shot, we see a bloody hand in what looks to be like in an armored vehicle. I don't know what this is. I'm assuming this is an armored vehicle. It looks kind of old. I don't know what this is. Yeah, it could just be like the train. I don't know. That's interesting. I don't know if it's a zombie. It could also be a character that just got wounded. Something happened. Next shot, we see the Ashford twins reel. Then we see Claire seeing that reel. She says, yeah, that they were experimenting on everybody that was in the orphanage. And I believe that Claire and Chris in this story did actually grow up in the orphanage, because a lot of my viewers did state that there is a connection between Claire and Lisa Trevor. Here we have a shot that we've actually never seen before. It says Raccoon City Orphanage Subject Harvesting Facility. Now this is quite interesting. Now correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think any of this was in the lore of Resident Evil. But I mean, Umbrella is a pretty sick and disturbing corporation, so you know, I wouldn't put it past them that they would do something like this. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like surprising or way out there that they would do something like this. So yeah, that's interesting. Next we see a shot of Chris and what looks to be it looks like there's steam in the background. So I don't know where this is. This could be, you know, RPD, or this could be in the facility. I have no idea. Next shot, we see the Ashford twins acting all creepy, and we see William Birkin on the left. Yeah, that's that weird shot of the twins doing that Sweet Home Alabama scene where they're just looking at each other a little too closely. All right, next shot. Yeah, we've already seen this shot of William Birkin is clearly working on a zombie here. Next, we see that same shot of the shot outside of the mansion. Yeah, same shot. Yeah, okay, so we've seen this shot before of zombies entering the RPD, trying to break the gates. Okay, so for this shot, what I would assume is probably happening is that this is probably RPD, and zombies are just breaking through the glass. And the reason I'm assuming that this is what we're looking at is because, you know, if we remember the games, right, especially Resident Evil 2, we did have a lot of zombies that would break through glasses, or sorry, they would break through windows to get into the RPD. You know, you had to block, you know, in the remake, you know, you had to, you know, put borders up on the, you know, like wood panels up to protect the zombies from getting in. And so that's what I'm assuming is happening here. This is probably when the zombies, and also the fact that we just saw that scene of the zombies trying to, you know, break in and break the gates of RPD. So this wouldn't be surprising that as soon as they, you know, they're trying to enter the building, so they're just breaking through just desperately to try to eat, you know, to eat someone. Next shot, we see a clear shot of that same scene that we've seen in the previous trailer of what looks to be a zombie or a lady that's turning into a zombie. She's losing her mind because she does write itchy tasty. Yep, and that's exactly the next shot. Next, we see a shot of what looks to be Chris entering a room in the mansion. Now, I don't know what this room could be. There's nothing that sticks out to me. I don't know. I'm trying to look to see if there's anything, if I can, you know, if I can piece together where this is in the mansion, but there's nothing that's jumping out at me. Let me know down in the comments if you think you know where this is. But this is a new angle that we've never seen before. All right, the next scene, we see that iconic scene of zombie, or the first encounter of a zombie in Resident Evil 1. Oh, but this time we actually see a new angle of this same shot of that first encounter with the, you know, with the zombie. We've never seen who he was eating, right? But yeah, here we clearly see what looks to be another STARS officer. So are they going to show us Bravo team? Wow, this could be a huge thing, right? Because I was always like, in the previous video I stated, you know, we haven't had any evidence of Bravo team. We haven't seen Barry, we haven't seen Rebecca, but this would be very interesting. Yeah, I don't remember who died. I want to say it's Forrest, but no, Forrest was the one that died like in the patio or in the deck on the second floor, right? I don't remember who this first encounter with the zombie in the games, who that zombie was eating, but I just remember that it was Bravo team. Let me know down in the comments if you remember. Like I've stated in the previous videos, I haven't played the original trilogy in quite some time. I gotta do that. That's on my to-do list. All All right, so the next shot, yeah, we just see the same scene of Richard and Chris reacting to this zombie encounter. And this is a scene that I've already reacted to as well, where Richard is shooting a shotgun right next to a stained glass window. Then we get another shot of a zombie getting shot in the face. So I don't know where that is exactly. A lot of my viewers suggested that was like on the second floor in the main as soon as you enter the mansion. Okay, the next shot we see what looks to be a city. So this is clearly not Raccoon City. This is a lot bigger. Yeah, this is like a proper city. And we see this strange building. I don't know if that's a church or what kind of a building is that. That looks weird. But what I'm assuming is that this is probably a shot that's going to be referring to the Umbrella Corporation. Yeah, and then the next shot we see a shot of a bigger city, right? I guess this is the same city that we just saw a picture of with that church-like structure. But yeah, I don't know what city this is. Next shot, it looks like, yeah, okay, so this definitely looks like the prairies in Canada. Yeah, this actually looks like it's probably not even that far away from where I live right now. Yeah. You can see the mountains. I don't know if those are the Rockies right there, because I could literally go outside and see the Rockies. I'm not even joking. So yeah, that's interesting. It's kind of cool. Yeah, it's definitely the prairies. This looks like it is a shot of Raccoon City, since it's that kind of a size in the movie. Next, yeah, we see that same shot of Leon closing the gates to the RPD. Yeah, we see that same shot of zombies breaking in. Yeah, we've seen this shot of Lisa Trevor and what looks to be on the staircase. So I'm assuming we've seen a lot of footage of Lisa Trevor, and a lot of the footage that we've seen in all of the trailers, we haven't seen her in the mansion. We've actually just seen her in the orphanage. So that's interesting. I guess that's just for the movies, for movie purposes, right? Also, the fact that Star's teams don't encounter Lisa Trevor. It's mostly Claire and Leon, if I remember correctly. Yeah, all the scenes that we've seen Lisa Trevor in have always been somewheres where Claire and Leon have been. So yeah, so I don't think Lisa Trevor she's probably not even near the mansion in this movie. So the next shot, we actually see what looks to be William Birkin. He's just infected himself with the G virus. Yeah, that looks like the actor. Yeah, so he probably just infected himself with the G virus. Next shot, we see him, dropping a vial. So that is probably infection. All right, the next shot, we actually see what looks to be someone with long fingers. I don't know what this is. Let's see. Oh, what is this? Is this a tyrant? Get out of here. If this is a tyrant, this is ridiculous. But yeah, this is not a good shot, because we're looking at the right side of his body. But look, I mean, the tyrant does have some weird scaly things on one side of his arm. So this does look like a tyrant, and he's also bald. Wait a second, this could also be Mr. X. Rather than showing a tyrant and then also showing Mr. X, they could have just combined those two BOWs together, right? Because I guess technically Mr. X is based on the tyrant infection, right? But that's interesting. I think that's a tyrant. Now, if this is Mr. X, that'd be even cooler, but I don't know. Man, this trailer is awesome. We're seeing so many, how is this all gonna fit in the movie? I'm excited. The hype is growing, guys. This is gonna be awesome. And then after the next shot, we see Chris. It looks like he's hiding, and this looks like it's probably the same area. No, this probably looks like it's the underground facility, and this is probably that same shot that I just reacted to just a couple of shots previously, where we saw a picture of Chris, and I was like, yeah, I don't know if this is the underground facility. It kind of looks like these two images are in the same area. Yeah, he looks like he's hiding, so I wouldn't be surprised if he is hiding from Mr. X or the tyrant. Next shot, yeah, we see Claire, and this is a clear shot of what looks to be the train. Yeah, we see the holes. We've seen this shot already. Just everything's a lot more clear. Next shot, yeah, we've seen that shot of Joe reacting to something. Now this next shot, all right, so we have seen this shot before of Umbrella is a shelter from the storm, but I didn't know where this was exact. So it's like we're getting a lot of screenshots, but a lot of it is a lot more clear. That's what I've noticed as we get closer to the movie, and that makes sense. I don't know who's doing these trailers, but yeah, that's good on them for doing that, because they're hiding a couple of things, and now we kind of get the gist of the area. We get that this is the orphanage with all those beds, and yeah, very interesting. So I guess this is probably going to be Sherry's first encounter with Lisa in the orphanage. Next shot, we see Chris and Jill. This does look like it's probably underground, probably before they get to the train. That's what I'm assuming just from this shot. We see is that some smoke behind, like some steam or whatever? No, that's just probably the brick wall. I was just mentioning on the top left there. I don't know what that was, but yeah, this does look like it's a cold basement of some sort. So yeah, that's why I'm assuming that this is probably an underground facility. Next shot, we see Richard getting piled on by zombies. We also see a next shot of Chris getting piled on by zombies as well. So this is not a good, this is probably a tense moment in this shot, in this scene. Chris's face just says it all. That's a funny face that Chris is putting right now. Yeah, next shot we see the liquor. We see Leon. Yeah, we've seen this shot of Leon and Claire. Claire's face. Claire's face on the left. I'm sorry, I don't know. I guess I took that screenshot right at the perfect time because Claire looks, yeah, she looks funny. Yeah, we've already seen that. We've already reacted to that. Next scene, we see Chris. It looks like he's defending himself from a zombie. Yeah, something splattered. But we see something over here. There's a hand or something. I don't know if that kind of looks a little bit elongated. This is a lab coat, so this is probably in the facility or like in the mansion area. Everything is dark in the background, so it's very hard to see where this is taking place. But I wonder what that arm thing that Chris is looking at. Is that a liquor arm, or I don't know what that is. It doesn't look like that's the same arm of this zombie that he just shot in the face. So yeah, interesting, but I don't know what's happening. Oh, okay, so yeah, so this is the same. So the next shot, we get a clear picture of what's happening. So that looks like it's that same shot with that tyrant or Mr. X, because now I get, yeah, it kind of looks like a liquor's arm, right? It looks like that. So I was kind of confused, and I thought that he was wearing a lab coat, but no, it's that same white shirt that tyrant or Mr. X had. So yeah, so this looks like it's the same area. In the background, it does look like it's that underground facility looking place, you know, very cold, you know, concrete walls. So yeah, and the fact that he's grabbing him with that hand, that infected hand. So yeah, this is probably a boss fight. So yeah, very nice. That next shot, we see an even clearer shot of the background. Yeah, this is the same kind of background that we saw all of those images in this trailer. And yeah, we see that infected hand. So this is just another shot of the same scene. And next shot, we actually see that same scene that I reacted to in the Jill's character vignette trailer of Chris and Jill fighting in the mansion. And next scene, we see a shot of Claire with a shotgun. We see somebody shooting a zombie and getting a headshot, and this looks like it's in the mansion. Yeah, we've seen that shot of Claire trying to hit something. Yeah, that same shot of Chris in the train after probably Leon shoots G with the RPG that he has, or the bazooka. Oh, and here we have an even better shot. This is a new angle of that scene that I was just talking about on the train, where Leon's about to shoot G right in the face with his RPG or slash bazooka. Because yeah, on the right here, yeah, we see those same holes that are on the train, but this is just a closer look at G in that same scene. Oh, and it looks like G is about to eat Claire. Now, I don't know if that is G. Yeah, I'm assuming that this is the same scene. I mean, it depends on the edit and stuff. I don't think that's a liquor. That does look like, yeah, it's the same teeth. If I go back and look at G and I look at this scene, it does look like that is G about to eat Claire. So yeah, this is probably that same scene on the train, just a different angle. Then we see a scene of that basement area with Leon is shooting at something. We've seen that already. Next shot, we see a zombie getting shot on the floor, headshot right to the cranium. Okay, so this zombie looks familiar. So this is the zombie that was in Albert Wesker's trailer, character vignette trailer, when Jill and Albert were in the piano room, and it looks like Albert was ready to confess something to Jill, and all of a sudden a zombie came out of the corner and was about to attack both Jill and Albert pulls out his gun and shoots that zombie in the face. But this is just a clear shot. I guess the zombie falls after he shoots him, and then Albert goes closer and I guess does a double tap, and just shoots him in the face, gets a headshot, because it does look like it's on the floor and it looks like he just got shot. But that is the end of the trailer. So wow, that was a very good trailer. The Nightmare trailer, I gotta say, was probably my favorite trailer so far, because we got some new scenes of different BOWs. We got some, I guess this Nightmare trailer was just dedicated to BOWs, right? We saw Lisa Trevor, a lot of scenes with her and Sherry. We saw that tyrant, or it could even be Mr. X. I don't know. I'm very excited. Yeah, this is awesome. The movie's coming in just a couple of weeks, and I can't wait to be in theaters and to watch it. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this trailer. Are you guys as excited as I am, or are you guys still, kind of in that cautiously optimistic phase? I gotta say, I think I'm getting out of that phase right now. I don't think I'm being cautiously optimistic. I think I'm just being optimistic just in general. Yeah, I'm just excited. Yeah, this looks like it's gonna be awesome. There's so much stuff that they put into the movie, and it's like, how are they gonna do it? I don't know. I'm excited. And like always, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to knife that like button. And if this is your first time here, well, consider shooting that subscribe button in the face. And also remember to punch that notification bell like Chris punches that boulder, so that you guys never miss a video. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
The right to be a god. That right is now mine.